All right, yo, hey, listen. Hey, what's up? It's your boy JT Lit. Welcome back to the page. Welcome back to another video. We are here once more to review The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. We are on, this is episode 10. We are at episode 10. I think we have 2 more episodes to go of Rhode Island. I think they only have 12 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we left off where like the video, comment, let your boy know that you are here. But yeah, let's get into it. So we left off in the Sprinter van with JoEllen trying to break up Liz and Alicia, and baby, we are here at the destination now, and Alicia, poor thing. Alicia has such a childlike spirit. She is just crying her eyes out uncontrollably. She cannot stop crying. They go into the restaurant. She's still crying, just tears all down her face. Poor Alicia. Liz is in her eye. Y'all better leave me alone. Nobody touch me. Nobody say nothing to me. And she's in that mode. And JoEllen is in full gaslighting mode. You're my girl, JoEllen, but you are intentionally antagonizing this woman. This woman is clearly in a mood. This woman is clearly drunk as well. And we kind of see this with Liz when she kind of gets to this point. She is drunk. So JoEllen is antagonizing this woman. She's sitting next to her. She's like, look, I'm trying to break it up. I'm your friend, okay? And Liz is like, JoEllen, like, stop talking to me right now because you are phony. You are fake. Just when we was together the other day, you was saying the same thing, that she is not homeless. She was never homeless. She didn't live in a tent. She lived in under a bridge or anything like that. We see a flashback of JoEllen saying this. So Liz has every right to be irritated right now, even though, again, she needs to stop trying to tell this woman what her experience is. But I can understand why Liz is like, JoEllen, you fake as hell. I can understand. You know, JoEllen can't keep her hands to herself. Liz is like, girl, get your hands. Like, Liz is very animated. And this is clearly, again, these women all know each other. So I'm pretty sure JoEllen purposely knows that when Liz gets drunk, she gets to this point where there is no return. And I think we saw that at the end of this argument because of Alicia. Alicia does something that's very, very, very important to this fight. Because I think she really saw, oh, this shit about to get real. Y'all better stop. But, you know, they're kind of going back and forth. Ashley arrives. She sits at the table. She's like, oh, all the tension here is crazy. We get a new character, I guess they testing her out, Monique. Monique is Ashley's best friend. And, of course, Alicia knows everybody. Monique and Alicia used to work in the same salon back in the day. So then we get Rosie, and then her husband is on stage. Now he's singing kind of Frank Sinatra. And JoEllen is antagonizing Liz still. You know, after he's done singing for the first break, she's like, I'm about to go outside and smoke a cigarette. And JoEllen just goes out and follows her. And JoEllen is going out there talking to her calmly. I think JoEllen purposely knows that these are Liz's triggers when she is drunk and in this mode. JoEllen. Ooh, nasty work. Because you can tell JoEllen is turning up for the cameras right now. So they're going back and forth. And Liz is again like, girl, get your fake ass away from me. Like, you don't tell me nothing right now. They go back and forth, even to a point where, like, Liz is like, girl, you better get out of my face. And then, like, this weirdest thing, this is at this very moment, JoEllen said, okay, I'm about to turn up for the cameras now. Because Liz was like, okay, girl, whatever. And she leaves and she goes away. And then JoEllen's like, well, what did I do?
Ashamed of yourself. Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
And she's all buck going back in. It's like, oh, JoEllen, this is brat-like behavior. You're being a little brat. You are putting on for the cameras. They go back inside. They go back to the table. And JoEllen is still just antagonizing Liz. Liz is on her phone trying to ignore this woman. But again, JoEllen knows what buttons she's pushing. Nasty work, JoEllen. Nasty work, JoEllen. Oh my God. And then this is the moment I was talking about. This is how you know this was a real friendship. This is what was about to be a real situation. Because even though Alicia is over there heartbroken, all the other girls like Rosie and Monique and Ashley, they're kind of newish to this group. So they're just over there not really knowing what was about to blow the fuck up. And you can tell when Liz was going at JoEllen, like she like, I don't give a fuck where we are. I will swing on your ass right now. And then cause she like she at one point she got JoEllen's chair while she was in it and like pushed her away. And that's why Alicia's on the other side like, JoEllen, no, hey. She was like, y'all, we need to get them because this is about to go off. Like they're about to fight each other in real life. Alicia is like, JoEllen, don't respond. Don't respond. So JoEllen gets up. She walks away. JoEllen realized in this moment she played too much because it got real serious, and it was about to get real serious. But JoEllen did all that for the camera. She did. All right, so now we get to Alicia and Liz. I really want to know how you felt watching the scene back coming at home or at the reunion. I really want to know how you felt watching the scene back because Alicia lets us know one now that she's a dance mom and she has the favorite mom and aunt, you know, old lady gang with her. They are celebrating. I love this. Like this is just so comforting. This is such a comfort moment. Like family all coming together. You have a big family. Everybody is involved. Um, to celebrate this little girl's accomplishment of her winning whatever championship that she won in the dance competition. And I just love that. So now it's time to get to business. So, you know, they got the baby at the end of the table. She's down there with Billy. And Liz is talking to the aunts and her mom. And she's like, yo, so me and Liz have this weird, I'm sorry, not Liz. Alicia is there with her mom. And she's like, yo, so me and Liz have this weird thing going on because she's telling me that we weren't homeless. And the mom and the aunts are like, you were homeless. Again, Liz, you should just stay out of this, baby. Like you came in as Captain Save a Hope and nobody asked you to do that. That's your fault. And then one of the aunts is like, is it the medication that she's on? You know, you kind of get these little quirky moments. Yeah, Liz, you gonna look really stupid. You look really stupid.
My God, today.
You know, and I also love how honest Alicia is in this moment too, because you know one of the aunts go do what one of the aunts do, and like, yeah, she's just jealous of you, and because you were perfect. And Alicia's like, look, baby, I'm far from perfect, and it's so funny because she did the hand motion to Billy. She was like, I'm far from perfect. Yeah, look at him down there, like, like, you know, Alicia has become one of my favorite characters, or housewives on this show. I'm still Team JoEllen. JoEllen is oh god, JoEllen. Oh my god, girl, they coming for you, baby. But yeah, I like Alicia. Then we get to sit down. We go over to Dolores' house, and Liz is over there. At one point, I didn't know who was who, but Liz is over there. Kelsey then comes over. She sits down and she reads the text that she got from JoEllen. She was like, "Yeah." JoEllen was like, "Girl, I wish you were here." Liz is on that bullshit, and Liz just kind of breaks down saying, "Like, look, I don't trust that girl. I haven't trusted that girl in a while." You know, and Kelsey agrees in this moment because Kelsey's getting tested twice. That's what I'm saying. These are two queens that are getting ready for war. Kelsey got tested at when she was at Dolores' house because even Dolores is like, so what do you think? What would you have done, Kelsey? That's them testing your loyalty because that's how Dolores ass moves. Dolores moves weird like that. So that was Dolores and Liz testing your loyalty so they can set your ass up later because they know you about to run and tell that. And then you know, Kelsey's in her confessionals talking about, you know, it all boils down to trust when it comes to Liz. And Liz does not trust JoEllen. So also in this moment, Liz lets us know what she thinks about JoEllen. She's like, JoEllen always wants to be in the middle of it. And as I just said in this review, Liz is aware that JoEllen was gaslighting her. Like you know exactly what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. But to Liz's credit, I want to give her, I want to apologize. You know, I still do think she was drunk, but clearly she wasn't that goddamn drunk. Cause she remembers everything play by play. Like, bitch, I remember you kept hitting my knee under the table. Like JoEllen was gaslighting her. Like it was so crazy. So then just two quick scenes that aren't really worth talking about too much. Rosie is at the beach with her husband and his family talking about kids. You know, as she says at some point she did not want kids. Her and her husband at one point were like, you know, if we have them, cool. If we don't, cool. But now he's kind of pressuring her to talk about how they're getting older and, you know, her getting older faster because of, you know, she's a woman and her window to have a baby is getting shortened. So they kind of talk about that and, you know, my stance is the same. If you don't want kids, don't force yourself to try to have and like kids if you don't want them, because then you're gonna be mad you had them. Then we get over to Ashley at the Audrey or the Aubrey, whatever, with Handsome Squidward. They're kind of trying to come up with a business strategy. She says that they sell more coffee, no more alcohol than coffee.
Oh, that's good for you, baby.
Next.
And to see you with someone I can't do it both. I can't do both things. How am I supposed to find another you?
So then this is test number 2 for Kelsey. So Kelsey now is with JoEllen and they are painting. JoEllen, the mean girl that you are, you actually deserve to get JoEllen is a mean girl. JoEllen is a mean girl. Because what you painted in this painting, JoEllen's a mean girl. We'll get to it. So JoEllen was with Kelsey. She's like, yo, I know I haven't seen you since we went back, but yeah, listen, I wanted to talk to you about it. And Kelsey's like, I knew this was going to happen. I knew at some point these two was going to get into an argument and I was going to be stuck in the middle. She's like, I'm just trying to be neutral, but she agrees also that Liz can be an issue. She said she had her own issues with Liz and she don't want to go there no more. So everybody is in agreement that Liz does the most. So JoEllen, this is test number 2. Like I said for Kelsey, where does your loyalty lie in the battle of the thrones, the Game of Thrones, basically? Where does your loyalty lie? Are you on this side or are you on this side? So JoEllen's like, girl, so yeah. Now what do you think about that? Because I think she was completely irate, and you know how she is, like, and Kelsey's like has fallen for the trap and was like, yeah, I think you did the right thing. Yeah, I wouldn't have changed anything. Now, in the previews, we saw JoEllen ask, okay, so why didn't you tell that to Liz? But they didn't say that in this role. I feel like they skipped it. Yeah, so, because again, like I said, JoEllen was asking, am I crazy? Kelsey said no. You're not. She doesn't want no issues with with Liz. And then JoEllen says in her confessional, one, Liz is crazy. I think she's something straight out of a damn, what was it, the Exorcist movie. And then she was like, yeah, I think Kelsey is afraid of Liz. Like we all are. We're all afraid of Liz because Liz is just so crazy. Ooh, JoEllen, nasty, nasty work. Nasty work, nasty work. But then we get to the reveal of the pictures. Kelsey has painted this beautiful sunset. And JoEllen, while grilling this girl, has painted a picture of a pig and has titled it Slam Pig. Why would she do that? Now, this can be looked at 2 ways. This can be looked at, Kelsey's sense of humor to kind of justify what she did to Rosie last week, or this can just be looked at as like just mean girl behavior. Like, goddamn. But I guess it just shows their sense of humor. I guess that's how I'm gonna take it. Because Kelsey wasn't mad about it. She's like, oh yeah, oh this is so pretty. I can hang this up, whatever, whatever. So more power to them. So then in the Game of Thrones, in the game of the battle of the roses, the battle of the 2 queen bees, we need to build an army, right? So Liz is still on her path to get her army together. So who can she get as her general in this war against JoEllen? She needs Rula, baby. Rula, she's back. She's back. Now she's clocked in. It's time to go have lunch with Rula and make amends so I can get my general, because I am about to go to war with JoEllen and Alicia, and I need an army. So she comes. She sits down with Rula. Rula's like, thank you so much, Liz, for texting me. Thank you so much. I hearted the message, but I was too sick to respond. I was too sick to respond. But yeah, so this is how I know that this is a mission. And the mission of this lunch was to talk about JoEllen, because it starts off like this. Rula was like, so tell me what's been going on. At first she was talking about Alicia. She was like, I heard something about Alicia, and it could be the way they edited it. She's like, I heard from Alicia, but Alicia told me that you guys were into something, and I just kind of wanted to hear your side. But before she can finish that question, a bee comes and interrupts the flow. And so Liz is like, okay, well, ask me what you want me. What do you want me to know? So then Rula completely changes course and gets to what she is really there for. She is there to talk shit about JoEllen. So she's like, just tell me the last thing that happened between you and JoEllen. Yeah, so you was talking to Alicia, weren't you? Yeah, you was talking to Alicia's ass on the goddamn phone. I told y'all Alicia another message. You was talking to Alicia. You was talking because Alicia told your ass everything that happened. So you say, yeah, just tell me the last thing that happened between you and JoEllen. Interesting question, Rula. So Liz comes to her and was like, look, yeah, I've always never trusted her. Joe and Rula's like, oh well, thank you for finally waking up. She's like, no, 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 no. I've been woke. I've just, I've always felt this. So then Rula also brings up the fact that, listen, JoEllen, you're mad at my husband because you're saying my husband's out here cheating, but word on the street is you're cheating on your husband. So yeah. So you need to worry about that. You need to worry about that. So Rula is on the warpath and her target is JoEllen. And JoEllen, you're gonna have Rula coming from the right. You're gonna have Liz coming from the left. It's like baddies all over again. Damn it. All right, so we get a scene with Kelsey and Bill. I guess her guy's name is Bill. Kelsey and her man. They go to the gym. Not too much happens there. We learn at the end they kind of have a back and forth about how Kelsey's ex is still quote unquote paying for her insurance and her apartment and her car. And again, I still don't believe it. I feel like they're trying to set it up and make it seem as though this new guy is the one that's trying to force her to stop doing everything. So that can be her. Oh, now we're struggling because of that, because of him, and he's trying to take the hit. Because he seems like a sap for some reason. Because she was talking about how he was celibate for well, at first he said he's been waiting on her for 2 years. The producers asked her how long has he been celibate for, and she was like for a year. Now, does that mean did y'all sleep together a year ago? But I thought that was your other boyfriend already on the side. So why would he celibate if you was already in an open relationship with your dude where he can have a girlfriend on the side and you can have a boyfriend on the side and y'all come together every 6 months? That's what I'm saying. Kelsey, your story don't add up. It's too many holes in Kelsey's story. Kelsey's lying. Sorry. But she talks about how she has like this brain thing, and that's why her insurance. I don't believe nothing Kelsey's saying. She could have a brain thing. I'm pretty sure she does. I don't believe that man is paying for insurance. I just don't believe it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be objective. I just okay. So I need to be objective. I need to be fair. Okay. Let's say he is paying for it. Let's say he is paying for the insurance for her. I can understand why you would still want to hold on to that because that's a health related issue. She says she had a brain tumor. I think she said they found it early. I think she said. Um, so I understand. So if that's the case, Kelsey, then I would say because she even made a joke. She was like, "Yeah, if he can't, if he better be monogamous towards me, or he better make me official. Because if he don't, I'm gonna just go back to my ex." Okay, next scene. Alrighty, so we get to the last scene of the episode, and this is the battle one. Well, battle two. We had battle one already. The war is still going between JoEllen and Liz, and they are both going into battle expecting the other one to apologize so they can win. And both have their own motives. Liz is showing up for you're gonna tell me you're sorry. JoEllen is showing up to say you're gonna tell me you're sorry. And then neither one of them got it. JoEllen came in there gaslighting again. I'm sorry, JoEllen. Now, Liz, you are stubborn. Both two things can be true. Liz can be very stubborn, and Liz can have it like my way or the highway. And JoEllen can be gaslighting the hell out of her and taking advantage of that. Because I don't believe JoEllen is as hurt as she's acting like she is to be. I don't believe it. Before the dinner, JoEllen called Alicia and was like, yeah, I text her and we go see what happens. And Alicia's like, You did nothing wrong. Like, you're gonna be good. So yeah, when they sit down, it just automatically goes left. Liz arrives and Liz is like on some very small talk. She's like, "Yeah, I had a great day. Yeah, I'm waiting on you to apologize to me." And JoEllen is playing the ditzy, the coy, just trying to ease into the conversation. I'm so nervous. These two are playing a whole damn game. They end up going back and forth. Liz end up calling JoEllen the devil because JoEllen then says, "You put your hands on me. You pulled my hair." Now, I feel like if she pulls her hair, they would have showed it. Now, the chair thing, we saw. Even Liz mentions that in the confession, was like, "Yeah, I pulled your chair. Now, that's one thing to get you away from me. But, girl, I did not pull your hair." Because JoEllen was like, "You were aggressive. You touched me. Do you remember you did that?" And Liz is like, "Oh, okay." Once that bitch said I put my hands on her, I already know what she's on. So, uh, they also had a crazy moment where JoEllen was like, I considered you one of my best friends." Liz like, "Bitch, I ain't never been your best friend. Don't say that." JoEllen's like, "Well, I called her after my granddad passed. She was the first person I called." And Liz is like, "Baby, I ain't never been your best friend. Now, I don't know if I think y'all been close, but I don't know if I see best friend energy. I don't know. Y'all fighting for the crown right now." And then it kind of just wraps up. Liz calls JoEllen the devil. JoEllen's like appalled. Liz gets up and she leaves. Listen, the first person that get up and leave lost. First person to get up and leave, you lost the battle. You lost the battle. So first round was a draw. This round was JoEllen. Liz says she's not here for the bullshit. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens next episode. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. But anyway, this was kind of a filler episode, not gonna lie. It's kind of, even though it was, the battle between the two queendoms, I'm gonna still give it like 3 flames out of 5. Yeah, overall, just a cool episode. Sorry guys, I'm actually recording it so late. It's like already like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I have a flight at 6. But know me, listen, I'm already packed. My clothes are already packed. My clothes are already laid out. Head already shaved. All I gotta do is shower in the morning, hit that car, and boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, wish your boy safe travels. I will be going to Chicago for a little conference. Conference. So yeah, but I wanted to make sure I can at least get that raw audio of this video so I can at least edit it on the plane, because listen, we are locked in. We are committed to this over here, okay? So yeah, make sure you guys like the video. Please like the video, comment, subscribe, let your boy know that you are here. Put some flames in the chat for me. Make sure you go ahead and like the video. Make sure you follow me on IG at JTLit, JTEELIT, and on TikTok that's JT Talking Lit. Okay. All right. I will see y'all same time next week. Peace.